today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. To the left side and intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And an excellent job of finding the opening, as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 1st down, this is Adams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Adams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll set up a throw. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Oilers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be...
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. He probably feels like he cannot. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, That's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, here's Adam. Great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 50. Now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And able to get this out to the 25. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Motioning to the left is Robinson. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after here coming up. And this is back to a 5-point game. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go again. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, Brandon, winning anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll go on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. On the option right, Herbert. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert running left off the option. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. This on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
56.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Oilers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. On the option right, Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have it.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Houston's offense taking over again. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Up the middle they go with Adams. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Oilers are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now the Jags down by 11, a minute 53 remaining. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Oilers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Jacksonville offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Let's bring it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Yeah, let's get sandwich.
Herbert now. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down.
The Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A big gain there. And that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,